Hello and welcome to part 3 of our Tales of Arise Let's Play. Last time we pulled a sword out of a girl's chest. Oh, they dead.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Hurry up and go to sleep. I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renins who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana. Or so I've heard.
What? You Renins couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
I will say, they're making some giant leaps and assumptions right there. It's like, oh, we could hide a cooking pot. Clearly the Renins can be outsmarted. I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, it's a pot. What was its final purpose? I'm like, I'm pretty sure the cooking pot's to cook stuff. I don't know. That seems a little silly to me. And honestly, I didn't get to mention this in the second part, but honestly, I wish they'd go kind of maybe higher budget on, actually, hold up. You can actually see where the frame rate is different for the enemies in the background. That's just a little technological trick to save frame rates. It'll be higher res, or higher frames when I get closer. See? It's more of a natural motion. But anywho, yeah, the voice actors for the NPCs, like the generic ones, are always significantly
Let's dispose of the trash.
further down the food chain in terms of talent, and it's like, it almost sucks it out a little bit of the experience. I mean, it's such a petty thing, I guess, but I mean, His hysteria was super bad.
Here I come! You're mine! It's over!
Fuck!
You're mine! You're
When you start attacking, you're kind of married to the direction you're attacking in.
Take this! Swallow blade! Rising wyvern!
There is no time to be like, oh, I want to go this way.
Seems about right to me.
Gain experience so slow, too. Oh well. Let's give them the cooking pot.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Moscow. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
I don't know. Alright. Let's go back to this guy. He died protecting the cooking pot, but I have it now. Yeah, I got some money. I'm no longer broke anymore. Oh, what's this? Give her another attack. Oh, you can just press L and R. Or you can just scan it. Give you another attack as well. I wonder how you accumulate SP. Is it just side quests, or...? Alright, we're gonna get that. Mark it. It doesn't matter what she uses. Gonna keep giving me that fucking notification until I download all the DLC. They're playing hardball. Oh, is there more quests?
I wonder if something happened.
I'm skeptical.
Right. All right. Got it.
Oh, this must be the legendary beast quest, kind of like what they did in what the fuck was it? Tales of Xillia was the one where you fought the 8 monsters or whatever. Can't quite remember.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers.
All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh?
Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagan ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there.
What with it being impenetrable, I forgot.
But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon guards.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology's technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
We are literally going to an old ruin for clothes. That's about the level of storytelling we're getting right now. I wonder if maybe the... I don't know, I feel like the Wonder Chef exists and he'd be in here now that we have the pot, but...
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I could use some stuff, though. Yeah, they got jack shit. Alright, that sucks. But, is what it is. Back outside. Alright, obviously we're going that way. I'm so indecisive. Nothing in here. I will say though, why don't they try to get his mask off? I mean, that's...
Am I really doing this for some lousy cloak? There are Sugals here too?
Hey!
Right.
Just a minute.
Up, time for a tutorial.
With that blade and your strength, the average Zoogle shouldn't be a problem, right?
Now give it a shot. You picked the wrong fight. This one's all mine. Eat dirt.
And again! Mega Ray! Come on! I'll blow you to smithereens!
Flyers.
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down.
Here I come.
This one's mine.
It's over.
Burning strike!
You're mine.
And again! I never miss!
You know, except
Mega Ray! This one's mine.
Here I come.
Where are you going?
You're finished. Here. It's on. No escape.
Hear me! Flame of
Here I
fury!
come.
Burning strike!
You picked the wrong fight.
Where are you going?
Here I come. You're finished.
Hear me! Flame of fury!
This one's all mine. Pierce through. It's over.
Here I
Eat dirt.
go. I'm only getting started. If it's in the
That gun of
sky,
yours
it's
is real
mine.
handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you. Sure.
not that I know that many people that could use a gun, or anybody else, really.
Where are you going?
How fast does that gauge fill up?
Looks like it could be worth something. You can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view?
Get lost!
Damn it! Eat dirt!
Over!
You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Sonic thrust!
Here I go! Help this!
It's over!
Mega Ray!
You're mine! You're finished!
Here I go!
Mirage!
You're mine!
Slice!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Take
content.
this! It's over!
And again! Mega Ray!
You're finished! You're mine! You're finished! Pierce through!
Barely a blip on our radar.
That's a potato.
What's this thing?
Good job, team. We've successfully identified a potato. Alright, let's call it a day. Gotta fight some bees.
Come one, come all!
Here
You're
I go!
mine!
Now, I'm
You're finished!
not sure off the top of my head, but
I'm ready!
do they have more interesting names in other games? Or did they just literally just name them Bee and Armadillo and
Fire!
I've got
whatever?
this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm not done! All yours!
It's over!
You picked the wrong fight! Sonic thrust!
Take it! Help! Mega Ray!
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine! It's over!
Hear me!
Rising
Flame of
Wyvern!
fury! Burning strike!
Mirage!
Take it!
I can feel my power growing!
After identifying a potato, we've successfully leveled up. Easy enough. If we identify more vegetables, we level up. Come, gang, let's go this way.
Gotta break through! Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Is that a perfect guard if I glow?
Here I come!
And again! Mega
Sonic
Ray!
thrust!
Here's a healing art! First
I'm not
aid!
done! Slice!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! This one's
So can we talk about how she's not drawing like any aggro at all? Like they literally just attack me.
Here I go. It's over.
Yeah, camera's definitely a little wonky, but that's okay. I mean, honestly, I like the combat thus far. So not really a big deal. A couple little niggles here and there, but nothing too crazy. I think I'm going the wrong way. So I want to go that way. Hold on. We're going to go back. But he wants you to get to the end! Yeah, I know. It's going to be a little... I'm not actually much of an explorer. So I'm usually one of those, if there's a set path it wants me to go, I may deviate slightly, but I usually don't commit. Mostly because I really just kind of do the main quest in games. More vegetables to identify? No. Equipment? Money.
So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much?
I do vaguely remember a few towns in the promotional material, so I wonder if we're going to be going to Rena at all later in the game. So I wonder if all Donans are slaves. I can't imagine there's a lot of communities, but we'll see. Fuck your couch!
Gotta break through!
Hear me, flame of fury! Burning strike!
You're mine! Swallow blade! Rising wyvern!
Here's a healing art!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Here, let me help.
You probably should just let me die. I am burning.
Try harder!
Burning
Take it! Rising wyvern!
Here
You're
I
up!
go. I'm only getting started.
Take it!
Here's a healing
Alright,
art.
for real. Like, she straight up doesn't even wait for me to,
Try
like,
harder!
get damaged. She just...
You're mine! Rising wyvern!
Oh, I fucking did it!
Weaken.
This
Oh.
ends now!
I don't even know what that did.
Together. That
That
wasn't
sucks.
even a problem.
Alright, whatever. We're moving on. Oh, I saw the white for a second. I'm like, does it just become fucking winter time? That's another RPG trope I don't like. Is it just like the biomes just change like unnaturally? It's like, oh, we gotta have a winter area and a snow area and I said that.
Here I come!
We gotta have a sand area and a snow area and a fucking lava area. And they don't have any like natural
Here I come!
like progression. It just they just exist.
Still more left.
Right, no time to hold back.
Hear me, flame of fury.
Take it!
Burning
It's over! Take it! It's over!
Hear me, flame of
You're
fury.
mine!
Burning strike.
You're finished!
I will
Looks like we
say the
won.
combos are pretty nice. Again, they just nice flow to them. That looks like people to talk to. Oh. Plot progression. Oh, map action. So apparently I can do something with the map. God. I don't know if anybody's ever played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it kind of reminds me of like those abilities you had to get your frickin'... You had to grind for. It's like, oh, you have to have jump level 7 to make this leap. It's super annoying.
Out of our way.
Take it! I'll take you all on!
Burning strike.
You're mine!
This one's mine.
Here I come! That buzzing is driving me mad!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
There, I'm quite aware.
Fuck
without
you, B.
reminding me.
You're finished!
It's all mine. You picked the wrong fight.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you.
Another
Shion.
orange gel? You gonna hoot hoot? I have.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
I'm trying to fucking remember. Tales of Hysteria. What the hell were those things called? They had to like find everywhere. They weren't Moogles, but they were like little tiny cat-like people, I think. And you had to hunt those sons of bitches down everywhere too. I can't remember what they were called though. But at least these drop costumes. I don't know if those dropped anything. Ah, invisible walls. Whatever. I will say though, definitely the open-ended environments like feel better than, you know, like Tales of Xillia or Tales of Grace's F.
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Magna Ray!
Here I come!
Here,
It's
let me
over!
help.
Take this!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Like there seems to be a lot more creativity, or a thought, I should say, that goes into creating them.
Take this!
There!
It's over!
Here I go!
You're mine!
You're mine!
It's over! Mirage! Sonic thrust!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Sonic thrust!
Here, let me help.
Strike!
Ah, she's fucking just burned CP.
It's over!
I gotta see if I can kind of slow her roll a little bit.
It's over!
Hear me!
Here I come!
I mean, I'm getting hit a lot, so I'm probably not helping matters, but...
Looks like we won.
Oh, there's a day-night system. Okay. I wonder if that changes the enemy layout at all. I was about to say, it does look darker, but I can't tell 100%. I can fight bees and identify more vegetables. It's all potatoes all the time. Tales of Arise, more like Tales of the Potato.
No
Alright,
choice!
I never miss.
that should do it for big damage.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Burning
Mirage! It's over! Take this!
Take it. It's over.
Mirage!
Got me in this
We did
stuff.
it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You're mine! It's on!
It's over.
You're mine! It's over!
There. And it's
Mirage!
Magna Ray.
You're mine! It's over!
Here I go.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Alright, I'll eventually stop saying this, but combat feels so good.
What's
That
this
is a potato. It's an attack-raising potato. It's called lavender, though. Can you do anything with the ingredients individually? No. Another game with a really good combat system that I think didn't really get its just desserts was Final Fantasy 15. Honestly, that game really was never truly finished. I think they had a bunch of DLC, so I think if they gave it a chance and finished the game, I think it would have been looked at more favorably. Fuck! Just pop out of the goddamn ground.
Get lost.
Take this!
I'm only getting started.
Easter!
I never miss.
Well, it does like 85% core damage and you didn't die.
Here I come!
Oh, it staggers it. That's cool. That's pretty helpful.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, we got a campsite. I think I'll save. You can never be too careful. Shit just happens.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat, but we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? Not sure it's going to be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right. I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in somewhere.
All right, I'll think about it.
All done. Come and eat. You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense, or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already. Well, off we go. Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Get that XP boost, son! So
Well, off we go.
Alright, we're gonna save once again. And that might do it for part 3. We'll explore the ruins next time and see what else happens. Y'all have a great rest of your day. This is that guy over there signing off, probably.